the end, the syntax for Vue is all about vanilla JavaScript in the end, where you have a split between HTML and JavaScript that belongs to that HTML part. So you basically find different ways of connecting HTML to JavaScript. And then you can dynamically manipulate HTML with a specific template syntax, which Vue understands when it parses the HTML code. So Vue does a lot of behind the scenes work here, and the core idea is that you have vanilla JavaScript code, almost vanilla HTML code with some special instructions which in the end define the goal which Vue.js will then achieve for you. And that's, by the way, something you have in all three frameworks. With all three frameworks, you will not write code that instructs JavaScript to create a new element and add it somewhere. Instead, you will always write code like this in Vue.js's case, or like this in React's case, to tell the library or framework you're working with what it should render onto the screen, which parts might be dynamic and should automatically be updated when something changes in your data, and how these different things should be combined. Now, some differences you have here are that for Angular, just as for Vue, you have a stricter separation of HTML and JavaScript. For Angular and Vue, you define so-called HTML templates. You add certain instructions which are understood by the framework you're using. For example, to repeat an element or to listen to a click in this case here. And you then have your separate JavaScript, or in Angular's case, TypeScript logic, which in the end communicates with that template and manipulates it automatically behind the scenes when needed. So if you change a number and you had an instruction in your template to reflect that number, the framework would go ahead and update that number automatically in the real DOM if that number changes. So we have that separation between template and logic in Angular and Vue.